So just a refresher in case we forgot, this is the special teachers. We have Miss McCullough, she's in charge of art. Mr. Allen is in charge of Spanish. Ms. Wagers is in charge of PE, and Mr. Montgomery is in charge of music. Entonces, esos son nuestros maestros especiales. Tenemos Miss McCullough, ella va a estar encargada de arte. Mr. Allen, él va a estar encargado de español. Ms. Wagers, educación fiscal. Y Mr. Montgomery, él va a estar encargado de música. Yes.
Mr. Allen, if you would like to quickly say something about specials.
Oh, sure. Hello, everybody. Hola, buenas noches. I speak a little Spanish, puedo hablar un poquito de español. Y pues, so I'm very excited. I'm just going to say this. I'm very excited to see all your faces, every one of you. Really quickly, the first few weeks, we're not going to have Spanish, but you will see our faces every now and again throughout the week. But we are here to support you guys, and we're here to support the classes. But you will be still having your specials classes when we get back into the big swing of things. But I just wanted to say hi. We love you guys. We miss you. And hasta la próxima, as we say in the class. Ciao.
All right. Next slide.
Okay, so these are our special education services. So the special education teachers are going to provide their services during the scheduled grade virtual classrooms. So based on the IEP, which is the individual education program, students are going to receive services.
I'm sorry, I literally don't know what just happened. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Technology, guys, yay.
Yay.
I literally didn't even press anything.
So it's gonna happen, so we're just
boom, there we go.
There we go, and we're back. Okay, so students who receive services will be placed in a breakout session. With the Zoom meeting, within the Zoom meeting, breakout session will provide individualized and small group instruction. Students will not need to log out or switch virtual classrooms. After the first 3 weeks of school, virtual services will change. And the student's case manager will, give me just 1 second, will be in contact with you before the first week of school. So we have over here, Mrs. Jones, she's gonna be self-contained case manager. Ms. Milburn, she's gonna be pre-K through 3rd grade case manager. We have Mrs. Salinas, who is our teacher assistant and service provider. Ms. King, our teacher assistant and service provider. And I can't read that last one, but here we go. Ms. Manivath, teacher assistant and service provider as well. Ok, entonces aquí vamos a hablar de los servicios de educación especial. Entonces los maestros te van a dar tus servicios durante las clases virtuales. Y esto va, si usted o su estudiante tiene un programa de educación individual, ellos van a recibir ese servicio en el mismo Zoom call, pero solamente se van a meter en un Zoom call dentro de ese Zoom call, si me pueden entender. No sé si Ana, no sé si tú puedes explicar eso mejor que yo puedo.
I'm sorry, which part?
The breakout rooms.
Okay, si su hijo está en educación especial, hubo una sesión de Zoom hoy donde iban a estar hablando más específicamente de eso. Eso significa que ellos van a estar recibiendo los mismos servicios que todos los demás, pero van a estar las maestras pudiéndose conectar por medio de la sesión de clase individualmente con ellos aparte.
There we go. Yes. Creo que eso es todo. Sí, y también durante de las primeras 3 semanas de escuela, los servicios virtuales van a cambiar. Y el administrador o administradora de tu estudiante debe de hablar contigo antes del primer semana de escuela.
All right. And I know one of the parents had a question earlier about children with special needs. I hope that answered your question. If they have an IEP or anything like that, and they are new to this campus, it should have been transferred over, and SPED will kind of help you with that. And if not, I would recommend letting us know and letting us connect you with SPED. I forgot what parent asked that question, but I just wanted to ask that since we're on the special education slide.
Ok, lo que está diciendo ella es que ojalá los padres que hayan tenido preguntas de lo que es de educación especial se les haya podido contestar algunas de las preguntas. Dice que si su estudiante vino de otra escuela donde ya recibía los servicios, alguien se debe estar comunicando con usted pronto en dejarle saber cómo van a seguir con la educación especial aquí. Si por una razón u otra alguien no se ha comunicado con ustedes, pueden mandarle un mensaje a las maestras y ellas las conectarán con la administradora de la educación especial.
Right. So we're nearing the end. So next week, so I also saw a question in there that was saying, so we're not going to do instruction starting next week? No. So next week will solely be parent-teacher conferences all week. We as teachers will be meeting individually with each parent to kind of touch base on things and just get into planning for this school year. You should have received yesterday, all emails were sent out to parents so that you could sign up for a time. If you did not receive an email for a teacher, if you were unable to sign up for a time for whatever reason, please let us know and we'll connect you with whichever one of us is your homeroom teacher.
Is it okay if they stay after? I know I haven't had any responses for my form. So my emails should have been sent out today and or yesterday and as well as today. I touched base with a couple different people, but I haven't received any responses from parents. So if you could stay after, if you do not know who your child's teacher is, that would be really helpful. And I can send you the link and get you set up for parent-teacher conferences.
And also,
Okay.
I'll say before you, I'm sorry.
You're fine, go, Ms. Milner.
If you did not receive an email from anyone, please make sure we have the correct email address. And if we do not have the correct email address, contact the ops team, Ms. Danita Summers, so we can get you your information.
Ok, padres, de lo que están hablando ahorita son de las conferencias de 1 a 1 que van a empezar la semana que viene. Ya para ese tiempo deberían de haber recibido lo que es un enlace para que pueda apuntarse para esas juntas a un horario que es conveniente para usted. Si no lo han recibido por cualquier razón, comuníquense con una de las maestras para dejarles saber y ya sea a lo mejor sea que no tengamos su correo electrónico correctamente. Eso se debe de hablar a la oficina y nosotros, lo que es la recepcionista, le tomará la información y ya la persona apropiada, la señora Zúñiga, se va a hacer cargo de ponerlos. Nosotros nos vamos basado en el correo electrónico que usted puso en la aplicación. Si por una razón eso ha cambiado, por favor déjenos saber. Nosotros ahí en la oficina podemos cambiar eso. Nosotros, lo que es el equipo de operaciones que se encarga de todo eso, estamos de regreso en la escuela desde la segunda semana de julio. Estamos ahorita de horario de 8 de la mañana a 4. Yo sé que ahorita sale una información, cuando hablan, nomás presionen 4 y lo comunicará con la recepcionista. Ms. Tambor, actually, I sent out your email for your whole class today, earlier today. So they should have received it. The only way they might have not received it is if that email is not correct.
Okay. I did check the form around 5 o'clock and it still said 0 responses. So we're gonna have to figure out where those responses are going.
I went by the link that you sent Ms. Kirk. I attached it.
Okay.
I asked them to copy and paste because it doesn't always come out as a link on Parent Link, but we can definitely have that sent out again tomorrow. We can do that daily if you think that would help.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Thank you.
So Anna, do they send the correct emails to you or Danita?
Please don't send anything to Danita. She's currently out.
Okay.
Email and all that anyways is Ms. Zuniga. It's for Sarai to do. And we prefer they call the front office and we will get them transferred over to get that information. Yeah, no emails to Ms. Summers right now. Even Chromebooks and everything, that is my responsibility right now. We went by the list that we sent out before. There was a survey that went out that asked if your scholar needed a Chromebook or any other stuff that you might have needed that we were providing. If you filled that out, your scholar is on a list and you should have gotten an email stating when to come and pick up a Chromebook. If you did not have your scholar on the list, or if you're not sure, you can call the front office. Right now we're doing a second list, but it's like a backup list. You will get a Chromebook once we get those. Those are coming from the warehouse, so we're only getting enough for the campuses for whatever the survey said is what IT is sending us. So if you did not get a Chromebook, if you're not sure if you signed up or not, you can call the front office. We can tell you if you're on the list or not. And if you're not, we can put you on that wait list and your scholar should get one soon. But that's all front office, and Chromebooks and everything right now is me. So pueden hablar a la oficina y preguntar por mí. Soy la señora Ángel. Yo estoy la que estoy encargada ahorita de las computadoras. Si no has recibido una computadora, mandamos por correo electrónico un enlace para que te pudieras meter y dejarnos saber si necesitabas una computadora o algo más para ayudar a tu estudiante. Si lo llenaste, tú estás en la lista. Si no estás seguro si lo llenaste o estás en la lista, puedes hablar a la oficina. Nosotros te podemos dejar saber si estás en la lista, y si no, te podemos poner en la lista de espera. Y ya el segundo round que se haga de computadoras, nosotros te pondríamos en la lista y luego nosotros nos comunicaríamos contigo para dejarte saber qué día puedes venir a recogerla.
I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions really quickly. What day will instructional packets need to be picked up? So next week, there will be a pickup on the 11th and the 13th in which you can pick up the materials packet. There'll be a note on the front that tells you what is included in the packet. There'll be materials in there that'll help the students, like manipulatives, index cards, things like that. That should help the student during the online learning time. So next week, Tuesday and Thursday are the pickup times for the material packets.
Do we know, Ms. Thurston?
Yes.
Do you know the specific time for that pickup? There's a question coming in for that.
Yes, the specific times, it's starting at 3:30, 3 o'clock or 3:30. So it starts at it's from 3:30 to 5:30 on both Tuesday and Thursday. So after this, we will send you guys the PowerPoint, we will send you guys the recorded video and any upcoming updates for what you need to know, so you can mark your calendars as well. So if you're not writing it down, it's totally okay. We will send you an email with all this information.
Ms. Thurston, can we ask, I know we can probably print this chat, but because there is protocol to updating information via email, phone number, any of that, there's actual TEA rules and all that. Everybody that's providing their email, please know you guys have to call us and then speak to our PEAMS coordinator. There's actual paperwork that needs to be filled out or other protocol that she may need you to do to update your email.
Yeah, and I'm saving the chat and everything, Miss Angel, so I'll email you what was typed in the chat as well. I saved both of them for our records.
Okay. I also translated your slides, so I'll send it to you and your teacher, so if any parent needs it in Spanish.
Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll type our email addresses in the chat at the end of this so that you guys can have them. Okay. So last thing, there will be a virtual town hall meeting August 7th, which is tomorrow, from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. This will be hosted by the administration team. To my understanding, during that time, they'll be going over some things, answering some frequently asked questions that have been, floating around around the campus. If you, for some reason, cannot attend it, because I know we all have jobs during the day, it will be recorded, so that will be made available to parents as well. But that's an option tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. I will drop the information in the chat box.
Ok, mañana va a haber una junta virtual. Ya es más expandida lo que es en lo que es la escuela general y haciendo uplift en general, donde va a haber mucha más información y haciendo cómo se van a correr las escuelas ahorita con esto del COVID y todo. So, no es mandatorio, pero si quiere más información o tiene preguntas, a lo mejor ahí se les va a poder contestar las preguntas que todavía tengan acerca de eso. Ella va a poner toda la información en el chat para que lo puedan seguir y ponerlo. También nosotros como escuela hemos estado mandando recordatorios de esta junta para que ustedes también estén al tanto de la información. Es agosto 7 de 11 a 12, ya va siendo mañana.
Also, an important question that I saw in the chat. So for next week, in regards to the child logging in, the assignments on there will be short and simple. They're basically going on there just to get the kids into the practice of submitting assignments via Schoology. They will not be expected to be on Zoom calls next week, but they will be expected to submit assignments via Schoology next week. But they will be it's literally going to be like, how was your summer? An about me survey, very simple things, just so they can get into the practice of submitting assignments, just to answer that question.
So, lo que está diciendo ella, lo que va a estar pasando la próxima semana va a ser súper simple. Van a tener asignaciones cortas y pequeñas. Todo eso se va a llevar a cambio para nomás empezar a ayudarle a los estudiantes para que se acostumbren a lo que es aprender virtualmente. So, no va a ser nada de otro mundo, van a ser pequeñas. También viéndose con las maestras, hablando con las maestras, va a ser cómo fue tu día, cómo fue tu verano, y van a ser cosas bien cortas, como les decimos, es nomás para que empezar a caracterizar a los estudiantes con cómo va a ser escuela ahorita virtualmente.
Okay, in regards to the question, will all of their assignments be typed and turned in? Not all of them. It will depend on the nature of the assignment. They may have to type a discussion board. It may be a multiple choice. They may have to do a Google, type into a Google Doc. All of that will vary based on what the assignment is. Some of them, they may have to speak or make a video. So the type of submission varies based on the type of assignment.
Si van a tener que hacer las asignaciones por escrito, todo va a ser bien simple y por medio de la aplicación de Schoology, como les dijeron ellas, les van a estar enseñando cómo usar esa aplicación, y todo va a ser un poco más simple. No todas las asignaciones van a ser por escritos. Cada maestra le va a especificar cuando le esté dando la asignación a los estudiantes de cómo es que lo necesitan subir a la aplicación.
Okay, and the last question I see here, question about the school supplies. We're not sure, we haven't been told when they'd be expected. When we get that information as teachers, we'll let you guys know as parents in regards to school supplies.
Cuando es respecto a los útiles escolares, hasta ahorita no nos han dicho cuándo se va a hacer todo eso, para cuándo se van a necesitar esos útiles. En cuanto nosotros como maestras o como organización recibamos esa información, nosotros nos comunicaremos con ustedes para que ustedes también la tengan.
Also, in regards to, I'll answer that question in a second. A parent asked earlier the question about when will we be notified about returning to school. We can ask admin about that. That's not something, like, everything is changing day by day. As of right now, the date still stands as September 8th, I believe, or the 7th. Whatever that Monday is.
Yeah.
The 7th.
Yeah, okay, so September 7th is still the standing date. If anything were to change, just per the way that it's been since March, you will get advance notification about that. So if anything changes with that date, you'll get notification about that. And then as far as supply, oh yeah, Miss Angel answered that. The school supply list will be found online. And something to note this year, obviously, like your child will have to have their own supplies. They are no longer community supplies like they have been in past years. Every single scholar needs to have their own supplies. And like I mentioned, like it will have to be in a plastic box because nobody but that scholar will be able to touch those materials. So please keep that in mind when, you know, it comes time to return to school or just doing online learning and we need things for class.
Y nomás especificando de los útiles, sí, claro, les pueden poner el nombre, como quiera, como les vamos a estar pidiendo que los traigan en un contenedor de plástico. Nadie más que su estudiante, si él va a regresar físicamente a la escuela, va a ser el único que toque ese contenido. So, ya no van a ser como antes, donde todos ponían todo en medio y todos usaban. Ahora específicamente lo que traigas para tu estudiante, nomás él lo va a poder usar y todos los días se va a meter en ese contenedor de plástico.
Right. Are there any more questions before we close out? Feel free to type them in the chat.
¿Alguna otra pregunta que tengan? Pueden meterlo ahorita en el chat.
Yes, the size of the plastic box. Ms. Coleman gave us specifications, pictures, and everything, so we will send that to you. So a lot of these questions and specific things that parents have questions about, we, when you meet with your teacher one-on-one, we'll be able to go more in depth with those things. And yes, spring pictures will be available for pickup next week as well. The uniform policy, they do not have to be in school uniform, but they need to be in school appropriate clothing. If you want to put them in a school shirt, that's absolutely fine. But as long as they're not just in house clothes or pajamas.
I believe it says log in for first day of school, I believe. So you should receive your Schoology information before the first day of school, and that's all that you will need at this time.
Yes, and you should have, Uplift should have sent an email, because I realized there was a lot of parents that are saying they did not get the Schoology login information. There was an email sent from Uplift with your child's login information. That's not something that the teachers have access to or even know. So that's something that should have come from Uplift. We can find out for you where to get that from or who's sending that, and we will let you guys know. But we as teachers do not have access to those Schoology codes. Laptops for the scholars, there was a survey that went out from, I guess, from the school.
Yeah.
If you feel that, well, Miss Angel, can you kind of?
Yes. So again, when it comes to the Chromebooks that the school is providing, we sent out a survey about 3 weeks ago to every single parent. It was giving you a chance to sign up and say if you needed a Chromebook. That automatically send a response to our IT team in our corporate office. They gave you a shut-off date of about a week. If you filled that out and you put on there that you needed one, then you should have gotten an email already with our 2 dates that we are giving those out. Those are only for the people that signed up, and if you are on our list, anybody that didn't get to do the survey, we know a lot of people are still enrolling, and you guys might have not been able to fill it out. All you guys need to do right now is call the front office. We are putting in we're putting in a wait list. So what will happen is once we give out all the Chromebooks that were picked up and signed up for everybody in that survey, then we will send that to our IT team and they will be providing us new ones because those come from the warehouse. We do not have them on the computer. And right now, IT with all of our different schools, we are only getting enough for the people actually filling it out that they need it.
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of our session for tonight. We thank you guys all so much for logging in, for hanging in there with us. We know it's a lot of new information and there's a lot going on, but we as a second grade team, we promise, like, we are your partners to this. We will communicate and over communicate to make sure that you and your scholar are comfortable as we move through this school year. So thank you guys so much for attending. Also, you will get this video. All the information that was in this PowerPoint in English and Spanish will be emailed to you. All right. So you guys have a good night.
Bye. Enjoy
Bye.
your week.
Bye.
Good night.
Look forward to meeting y'all. All right. Stop share.
I am putting the Google form for parent-teacher conferences in the chat. Hopefully that is a good link to get back. Alexandra is with me, if you're still on.
Oh, Miss Medina. Yeah.
Let me look.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna stop